Hey guys, Brandon and Chris here with Type A Rifles. We just wanted to kind of do like a long form, kind of just talking about our upcoming hunt in Africa. Boy, I think we've been saving for 2 years, 3 years for this.
I think we've been waiting for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, but I think we've been using all the scrap checks for like the last fucking 2 years to try to pay for it. And I think now is the time to go to Africa. I think when you look at what it costs to go over there, it's pretty low comparative to other years, I would imagine.
If you were thinking about doing it, it's a pretty stout time. The places are running some pretty sporty deals for sure.
I think you and I are shooting the Spiral Challenge, which is a Nilgai,
Yep.
a Kudu.
No, not a Nilgai.
Or sorry,
eland.
an eland, a Kuyu, a Nyala, and a bushbuck.
Yep.
I think we're doing that for sure, each one of us. And then I think we also are shooting like a zebra, a baboon, an ostrich,
yes,
an impala.
All kinds of shit.
Yeah, I think it's like 7 other animals. I think we're kind of split.
Yep. It'll be a good hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. We fly into Johannesburg, and then we ride out to I think it's La Pampa area.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what, northeast, I think?
No, I think we'll be northeast Pretoria.
Yep.
Yep.
We'll be there for, I think, 7 days hunting.
Yeah.
I think both of us are going to bring, you're going to bring your...
So I'll be bringing this guy here, and this is my XM3. The setup's pretty simple, it's an XM3. I got a Schmidt 5-20 on it. We both have the same Griffin can.
Got the PRS can.
Yep, the PRS can, sweet can for this gun, with the classic Harris bipod, the Coltac suppressor covers. These things are super nice. I'm very happy with the way that these came out. And then what is this? A Turner saddlery?
Yep, Turner saddles, and then we have the Eagle Industries.
Yeah, Eagle Industries little pouch
saddle.
here. Yeah, these are pretty sweet too. I'm a fan of this guy here. Again, pretty simple setup, but these things are laser beams, man. They're fun to shoot.
Yeah, really you have a Schmidt. I have a Night Force, I think 3.5 by 15, which was what they originally ran on the XM3s. The only thing I wish, because I know you're taking a 300 Winchester short mag as well.
Yep.
And I think yours is kind of like the Mark 13 Mod Zero Trainer. Ish.
Yeah.
We couldn't run the mirrors on yours because it covered up the serial number. So we had to put the Mars on it because when we go through customs, they have to be able to see the serial numbers on the action.
We probably could have got away with it. You could get in there and kind of make it out with a flashlight, but I didn't want to have to dick around in customs any more than we already have to. So I switched it out from the mirrors to the Mars.
Yep.
Just why give them a reason to give you a hard time. It should be a good trip. We're going to film it, so you'll get to see kind of all of it, and I'm sure we'll talk about it after the fact.
African Sun Productions, I think.
Yep. We'll be meeting with him, and then we'll kind of talk about that trip through the whole kit. But yeah, and these are chambered in 308. So we'll each have a 308 gun, and then we'll each have a 300 Winchester short magnum gun.
Mine will be the MCS7 chassis. So I'll be running the chassis system. I'm hoping to put the folding stock on it so you guys can see that before we leave here in a week or so.
Yeah, it's a matter of coding.
Yeah.
What's new, right?
Yeah,
waiting on.
We have a couple other chassis bases that we were going to come out with, and we were hoping to grab that one too to take it, but just not enough time in the day. So
no.
So we'll both have a 300, and we probably will. I'll probably run mostly my 308, but I think for like the Eland and the Kuyu, we'll probably definitely run the 300.
Yeah, the bigger body animals, I'll probably step up into the 300 short mag. But we do have some smaller bodied stuff where you'd be fine with either gun, as well as many other calibers.
I mean, I've seen you drop a Nyala at 100, 200 yards with a 308, and it went down.
No, Nilgai, yeah.
Nilgai.
Yeah, out of a gas gun.
Out of a gas, yeah.
That was a tricky shot.
I'll fucking never forget that sound that fucking round made when I hit it. I think we're running Hornady too, which
we are.
We've always ran Hornady.
It's right here behind you. Grab that box.
The 308 178 GRELDX is what we're running.
This stuff's been awesome. I never really landed on an ammo before, but the Precision Hunter 178 grain ELDX, like you said. This stuff's sweet, man.
What we've found is typically you can't find the entrance wound, but you can definitely see where it exited.
Yeah, it
seems like sealed itself up.
Yeah, our last hunt we were in Texas and we shot stags, and on both stags there was no entrance wound. We couldn't find it. We couldn't find it until we got the skin open, and really you could see the damage on the inside of the rib cage on that side, but then it was just mayhem on the interior. Both animals dropped.
Yeah. The black bucks too. I think the black bucks were the same. I mean,
both
you couldn't find
bucks.
where you hit it.
Yeah.
But,
I shot mine in the brush, and all you saw was legs. It just stood up.
A lot of people talk about that Black Hills ammo, which I'm sure is great ammo.
Yeah, I just don't have any experience with it.
And we've always shot this, and it's like, why change?
Yeah.
And we've had such good luck with that.
Pretty big fan of it.
Hornady. I've become kind of a real fanboy of Hornady products. I mean, when it comes to hunting, I don't really use anything else right now. Just, again, not because I don't think there's anything else better.
And they've run into some shit from time to time, but they're such a big company and they put out so much stuff. I'm a fan. I think as far as large ammo manufacturers, they're hitting on all cylinders. I am a fan. You definitely can get off into the weeds on some real high-end stuff.
And I'm sure there's better, like I said.
Yeah.
I'm not saying there isn't. We've had really good luck with it.
And I'd love to hear your recommendations on it too. We're always looking for, interesting things and, field stories of what you've seen with different ammos and stuff like that. So if you got something, just relay it to us by all means.
But we've always had good luck too. I mean, even with the printout of your velocities and your holdover. I mean, just the printout, you plug it in what caliber you're running, and it's pretty fucking close.
When you're running Hornady ammo, you can just go on their website and basically you pick the ammo, and it'll tell you, for all intents and purposes, what it's going to do. Now, you can do that anyway, but you have to plug in a few more numbers, and the ballistic calculator will spit it out, and you'll be accurate there. But
pretty close.
It's pretty convenient to just select the ammo and say, what's it gonna do?
Yeah, at 200 I'm 2. Yeah. At 300 I'm 4.
It's a real convenience factor. And if you're not balls deep into this stuff and you don't understand all the coefficients and maybe you don't have time to go down that route, well, there's nothing wrong with that. That is a very convenient thing. Now you can go deep into the weeds on that with and measure your velocity and know your altitudes and all that type of stuff, and you can dial that in even more. But that's for somebody who's a little more seriously involved in it.
Yeah.
But for just an off-the-shelf guy, a fairly casual hunter, that's good ammo. I'm real happy with it, and its effectiveness, on target has been.
You have to have an issue.
I don't have any problems with it.
Yeah. I mean, and again, these guns they're heavier than a lot of the other guns because they do have a heavier barrel profile. They got more of an M40, 18.5-inch barrel, so you don't have really any whip in your barrel, but they're sometimes the word is boring to shoot because they're just lights out.
Yeah, sub 300-400 yards, it's pretty much just point and click. Now the inverse side to that is when you see us on camera in Africa, if it looks like we're awfully sweaty and a little out of gas, and everybody else around us seems like they're doing okay.
It's probably because the guns are a little heavier.
It's probably because we're like, well, let's take these real heavy guns.
Let's take these 12-pound guns out.
Yeah, why not?
Well, and I think my chassis gun is more like 14.
Yeah,
so.
she's sporty. But your follow-on shots are quick. Your barrel's not going to heat up very fast. There's no whip. It's incredibly accurate. There's give and take to all of it.
Plus, it's what we like. I mean,
it really is.
I mean, at some point, we'll probably come out with more of a traditional style hunting rifle. But right now, we're really loving these.
Yeah.
I mean, we typically do what we love, and
keep that in mind when you're picking out, the gun you're going to go into the field with. Everybody's got all kinds of opinions, including us, but you should like it. Like what you're carrying, or take what you have too. Don't just be outdoors. Don't go hunt. Enjoy life a little bit.
Yeah.
don't get too in the weeds. This is just, you know, what we happen to be taking.
Listen, if you're going to pick one thing to spend your money on, spend the money on the glass. You know, if you had to pick two things.
Yeah, from a couple of guys who make rifles for a living, which is a little bit of a sacrilege, but you can make a shit gun okay with good glass, but if you have a shit gun, or if you have a great gun and shit glass, it's still shit.
Yeah.
Glass is the more important thing to spend the long dollar on first. Now, if you really want to thread the needle, you need to kind of go hard in both directions, but glass matters.
And we've really had we've had really good luck with,
as well as mounts.
Yeah. Yeah. And we've had great luck with Night Force. We've had great luck with Schmidt and Bender.
Yep.
Now Schmidt and Bender obviously is on the higher end Collis.
Yeah.
Even EOTech and Trijicon.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah. Both of their the EOTech. What's the line? The Voodoo stuff is good. Yep. The shit that for the price point, the Credo stuff out of Trijicon is.
Yeah,
really.
They have a great spread of offering.
Really sporty.
Super expensive to relatively affordable too.
But I've been blown away with the Collis stuff. Really, I think once you get into a certain price point, they all perform. But the one thing that I've noticed on the Collis stuff is how much. Yeah, I mean, it's dark out, and you look through that optic, and you're like, shit, I got 30 minutes back here.
Yeah. Night Force too.
Yeah, Night Force. These guys too, but those big Collises are really. Matter of fact, the word of caution on those would be like, make sure you're watching shooting times. Don't just assume.
Yeah, you
can still see you're good to go.
Yeah.
But yet that deer you shot this year, I mean,
it was dusk. I was kind of pissed because I waited all fucking day, and then I get up because it's like 5:30, thinking, all right, I'm done, and then I was just like, do I shoot? And of course he didn't move, so I was like, fuck it.
Damn it.
Yeah, and it was like, then you got to do all that shit in the dark, and then you got to get it to the skinner, but yeah, I mean, it had great light emission at 5:30 in Michigan. I mean, we're dark usually at 5 in the wintertime, so
yeah.
Shooting it at 5:30, or whatever time it was, I mean,
yeah,
we were out in the woods. I don't really remember. I remember it was dark, but
it's a little dark.
Yeah, don't come and get me, DNR.
No, you had time, but you had like minutes.
Yeah.
Right, like maybe 10.
I think we were both like, oh,
but we were in some thick woods too, so it was darker than it would have been had we been in a field setting. But yeah, those Collises are pretty nice in that regard. I don't have one on either of these setups, but the optics that have been on there since I made them, they have stayed on there. I'll probably, when we get back from this trip, switch out and start sporting around with one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they're sweet.
They are. And I was just talking to somebody else yesterday about optics, and I thought too, I said maybe the next time I do this too, I would keep the same optic, you know, like on my chassis versus my XM3. Looking back, I might have ran the same optic. So that way your holdover is relatively close. Everything's the same roughly.
Yeah.
Because like we both have completely different optics, completely different reticles, you know, versus on both guns. So you're kind of learning two guns.
This Night Force MOA, right?
This is MOA.
Okay, and your other one's Mills.
I think it's Mills.
Yeah. And so even though I'm different optic, different reticles, my adjustments are the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm completely different.
That's gonna make confusing as fuck.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna spin his turrets as soon as we get there, so it's not gonna fucking matter.
Well, I think the airplane with the fucking 18 hours in the air.
Yeah, no. After you sight in, obviously. Yeah. No. You'll be asleep. I'll spin your turrets.
Yeah, what do we get? 11 pounds of ammo, so it works out to be 3 boxes of 308 and 3 boxes of 300 per person.
Yeah, which will be fine.
Should be fine.
Yeah,
as long as you can fucking re-zero.
It'll be they'll have a range, I'm sure of it. It'll be good. But and we'll update again on the way back. We'll probably do something similar. We'll lay out both guns. We'll talk about what animals we took with each.
Maybe we wait until the animals come back and we can kind
of. Boy, that's a.
Oh yeah, I don't even know how long that takes.
I don't know.
6 months?
Yeah, getting them. I mean, we're not. I don't think we're gonna taxiderm them. Do the taxidermy there. I think we're gonna have them broken down and sent back to our taxidermist here.
Well, so I think the issue animals are anything the bird and a reptile, right? So I think the monkey and the bird is all. It has to go to I thought they said FDA, which I thought was weird, but it has to go to a certified taxidermist first. Yep. All the other animals can come right to your house, so we'll probably end up sending everything to. I think is it Niebers in Byron Center?
Yeah.
I think he said we could send everything to him, so we'll send everything to him. But who knows how long that will take.
And I don't know what mounts we'll do just yet, but I don't know how long it's going to take. Once they're going to skin it out and salt it there, but once it's all address there. I don't know how long it's going to take to ship that stuff.
My guess is 3 months. 2 to 3 months.
So we'll probably do maybe we'll do 2. Maybe we'll do one with just talk about the rifles, and then we can talk a little bit more about the hunt. With
we also have a hunt coming up next April.
Unless you guys are like, you pricks.
Wow.
Great. Oh, you went to Africa? Nice. Yeah. Appreciate it.
Well, I mean, we definitely feel very fortunate for sure.
Incredibly fortunate.
We do have another one that we've been talking about possibly doing in Argentina.
Yeah, we're going to go to Patagonia after some stags.
Stag again and black buck.
And black buck, yeah.
Yep.
I'm really going there for the wine and food, but I guess there's hunting to be had too.
Oh yeah.
yeah. I'm just gonna be.
But even like,
I'm gonna be.
But even just going to Texas, I mean, Texas has been a blast. We've been to Texas quite a bit, and
yes,
there's so many different outfitters out there that.
Oh, for sure.
Whether it's high fence, and there's some high fences that are 20, 30,000 acres where you don't even really know where you are. You know? And I used to be a huge critic.
I used to throw a lot of stones at it, but until we did it, I envisioned it being very different than it turned out to be. And when you contact a place like that, I would check and see and make sure it's a reasonably large ranch.
If they don't advertise it, be careful, because my guess is it's anywhere between 800 and 2,000, which is pretty small.
For Texas, you have 800 or 2,000 acres in Michigan. You're going to get lost. But down there it's pretty open terrain. But when you link up with your guide there, you tell them basically tell them how hard you want to hunt, and they'll oblige.
Yeah, I mean, you can sit in a blind, you can spot and stalk, you can ride in a truck. I mean, they kind of just have the whole experience there. And
they really do. Now, are you going to go there and backpack into the Rocky Mountains after an elk? No, it's not that. Obviously, it's an entirely different thing.
But the nice thing is
that's
you can
fun
keep your
too.
meat. I mean,
you
get an opportunity to eat things that you'll never eat. In your lifetime.
But if you were ever like, man, I would like to do some more hunting, but my wife's getting pissed because I disappear in the mountains for a week at a time, take her to a ranch in Texas, and she'll eat delicious food and drink and be able to come right along with you. And it can be a little bit more of a group or a family event than some of those solo packs, which is awesome too.
Just be careful which one you take her to, because you might ruin yourself and her on the first one.
Yeah.
There's some out there
there's some that you're like,
it's like Jurassic Park. You
whoa.
You pull in, and you're like, well, I fucked myself here. Shouldn't have rode on a private plane.
Is that a rhinoceros?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and we've been to a few now, and they all have their pros and cons, and some are more expensive than others, and some have better animals than others and maintain them better.
Yeah, some of them you get up on the animal, you're like, this thing's in incredible shape.
No ticks.
And the folks that run them, by and large, are pretty awesome.
Yeah, the food experience.
Yep.
I mean, they just kind of wine and dine you, and
they got that Southern hospitality thing down at most of these places. And they want you to come back, so they lean into it. But
yeah, so we'll do a recap when we come back, but we want to kind of just sit down and talk about it. And again, it was really kind of to talk about what setups we're going to bring and why we're bringing them. I mean, I think the 308, and maybe it's because this was our first gun, and we've had so much time behind these, but if you're like, pick one gun, I'd probably pick my XM3.
Probably, yeah. I do like that 300. It's a lot of fun to shoot, and it's
has a little bit more recoil.
Not a ton.
Not a ton?
No.
Not as much as I thought it was going to?
No, it's a heavy gun. They're suppressed. It's fine. But
what suppressor are you running on that one?
It's the other Griffin.
I think you're running the MGL 110.
Yeah.
And I'm running the MGL-C, which is the shorter version.
Both Griffin cans with the gate lock. They kind of recreated some old cans, and they're sick. But they're really quite.
I think a little bit of the problem, sweet. Unless you have a Knights setup, there really is no use for them. So we've been trying to come out with some products, whether it's gas guns or bolt guns, so you guys can actually have a reason to buy the can.
Well, and not to mention that, like, we have some of those unobtainium, Surefire, and Knight stuff, but they're so expensive.
Yeah, why would
you don't want to shoot them.
Yeah.
You just leave them. They're pretty. They're wall hangers. They're awesome, but they just.
Well, I think those.
You're not going to go beat on them.
The Surefire ones, I think, you could buy them all day long for like $1,500, right?
Yep.
The original ones were on the XM3. And then after COVID, were they going for like $5,000 a piece or something?
I stopped looking. We got our hands on a handful of them, and it just.
So,
But
I mean, even a Knight's M110 can, you're probably talking a $10,000 can.
Yeah,
so
I mean, that's what I had on this gun originally, and then I switched it out because I just was like, this thing's
too expensive.
it's just it's not worth doing.
I mean, now who knows what it'll be worth in a year, but
you know, and this can here is
probably better.
it's a little quieter.
Yeah,
It's a little nicer.
runs a little cleaner.
Yeah, it runs a little cleaner, a little quieter.
A little quieter.
Yeah,
it's a better can, even though it's not as correct to the. But it's the only
manufacturing
over-the-barrel.
technologies. There's a lot of stuff that goes into that, and Griffin makes a great can.
Yeah.
If you're thinking about cans, definitely look at them. They're in the running for sure. So, check it out. And again, if you guys have any
recommendations,
of
hunt recommendations, ammo recommendations, new products in the bolt action market that you guys want to see, any send us an email at sales@bgdefense.com, and just shoot us a line, and we would appreciate any feedback.
Cool.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate you.